Hello, I'm Lenny Rhodes, owner of Mixed Cosmetics, your custom, sociable, eco-friendly, organic, and often locally sourced makeup, cosmetics, organic skincare, all of that kind of stuff. I make all that in Duluth, and today I'm actually filming in my backyard because last week I talked about things that I know how to make, ingredients that I'm capable of making, but just not in the quantities that I need. And this week I'm talking about the things that I collect, that I use, that are actually in the products that I make. And I'm going to show you some of the products and some of the ingredients, and I'm going to go through them pretty quickly because honestly there are so many that if I spent any time on any of them, I would end up making this video like half an hour long. So let's get started. Basically, I've got them all here in front of me and I'm just going to kind of pick them up and show you and just talk about them a little. So first we're going to go with the roses, because this is half of the rose petals that I've collected this year. Half of them are here at home, half of them are at my shop. I use them very regularly. I put them on soap just like this. I make hydrosols. I do make some hydrosols with them. I infuse them into oils. And then rose hips, I also put these into quite a few of my soaps. I think there are 3 or 4 different soap varieties that I put rose hips into, and then I infuse that. You'll find that in the I Wonder gel, a rose hip and rose water infusion. So those are some things that I use very regularly from the rose plant. And then another flower. I think I have 3. Yeah, I have 3 flowers. So calendula petals. You might be able, let me squeeze. Oh, see that orange flower right behind me? That is a calendula flower. And oh, back in this corner, right back here, those orange flowers, those are these petals. This is soothing and healing, moisturizing, anti-inflammatory, fabulous for your skin. So calendula petals, I collect those from my yard. I use these in soaps. I use these in my lip balm. I use these in, oh, there are a couple of other things that I'm forgetting right now, but calendula petals, a fabulous oil. They make a fabulous oil infusion. I don't generally infuse them into water. I don't generally make it to san. They help to cleanse lymph nodes, so if you ingest them as a tea, they're fabulous for cleansing your lymph nodes. So there are there's one more flower that I use. It's called the Arnica flower. It is not in bloom right now. It looks like a yellow daisy. It generally comes out the same time the tulips come out. So they are long gone, like back in May, they stopped blooming. But I collect them, I infuse them into avocado oil, and then I put them in my soothing muscle cream, because soothing muscle cream, Arnica helps keep blood vessels open. It keeps the blood flowing. It is really fantastic for any kind of sore muscles, fibromyalgia, gout, arthritis, anything that causes soreness. This helps stop the acid buildup. So an amazing flower that works better than any essential oil, that works better than anything you've probably ever tried, unless you've tried Arnica. It's amazing, and it's local. It's something that is sourced here in the US. And so now I'm going to move on to fruit, because I love fruit. I love to eat fruit. It is full of antioxidants. It is full of phytochemicals, phytonutrients. All of the different colors are all different nutrients for your skin. So something that I've collected very, very recently, grapes. So these grapes came from my neighbor just down the street, and then I also have a whole collection of grapes from a friend, and so I don't have grapes in my yard, but they are very, very local, and they are so delicious. And if you can see, here we go, a grape is very purple on the outside and then almost white on the inside. I hope that's not too fuzzy, but look at this grape glycerin. It is this gorgeous color, and so where do you think it gets this beautiful color? It does not come from the inside of the grape. It comes from the outside of the grape, which means you're getting phytonutrients, you're getting resveratrol, you're getting antioxidants. You are getting so many fabulous benefits from any product, I almost dropped that, any product with a grape glycerin. I also make a strawberry, a blueberry, and a raspberry. These all come from my yard, so I do get these from my backyard. They're just that way. You can't quite see. Actually, maybe you can kind of see the raspberries behind me. They're the really tall things at the very back. But raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, I get those from my yard, and basically you're going to get all those nutrients, all of those antioxidants from applying this to your skin. They're fantastic for you. So it's great if you can, a little fly, okay. It's great that you can get them locally, and oftentimes our skin just really benefits from local products. It helps any sorts of inflammatory allergens that we can experience. It helps to put local things on because those help to quell the local allergens because they're working in tandem together. So these glycerin draws moisture to your skin and helps your skin to just look plump and full. We'll add resveratrol, phytonutrients, antioxidants, vitamins A, vitamin C, and you're gonna get an even better glow, an even more wonderful product. And so I add those to toners, I add those to my some of my moisturizers, that kind of thing. And then this is Sumac. So this is Sumac berry, and I collect these in the woods because nobody really wants to grow them in their yard. They're kind of a weed, and yet this is one of the highest concentrations of vitamin C that exists in a plant. It is phenomenal for your skin, and I actually make this product called swim spray. It basically breaks down chlorine when you spray it on after a swim. And I make it for my daughter who's on swim team, and she has really big blonde curly hair, and so she sprays that on and it helps break down the chlorine in her hair so it doesn't cause so many issues. And of course, we've heard how wonderful vitamin C is for our skin, for brightening, for firming, for helping to fight the signs of aging, fight the signs of sun damage. Vitamin C is phenomenal, and it's very, very volatile. So it is actually, it gets lost quickly if you just use ascorbic acid or L-ascorbic acid. If you see that in a list, it's often not as potent. So this, I don't heat it. I don't do anything other than infuse it into water and use that water in the swim spray. And I've started infusing it into glycerin to see if that will work even better. So that's kind of a process right now, but I also make lemonade with it. It's delicious and so high in vitamin C. It's amazing. So this is a great way, a great easy way that I can collect enough of this and add vitamin C to my products. So I'm going to try even playing with it in facial moisturizers and serums and that kind of thing, and see if it works as well as a synthetic vitamin C. And then the last thing I have here, I was talking about the crab apple hydrosols last week and how I cannot make enough hydrosol, but I can make enough glycerites. So I infuse this into glycerin just like this grape or the strawberry, the raspberry, the blueberry, and malic acid. Malic acid is fabulous as an alpha hydroxy. It helps to slough off dead skin cells, brighten your skin, and just bring out that new fresh layer of skin. So there are some of the things that I do collect from my yard, from my local area, when I go on a walk, when I go on a hike, and just a quick run through because there are even more. I collect things like comfrey, I collect things like nettles. There are so many amazing plants around here that I collect, that I use. So if you have questions, if you have things that you want to know if I collect, if I use, if I make, or if you want to see a full list, I will try and write it out and maybe include it in a newsletter at some point so you guys can see that full list, and I can kind of keep talking about all these amazing benefits that you'll find from local natural ingredients that I make and that you get to experience. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, as always, comment below or send me a message. I love to hear from you, and we will talk to you next week.